Sometimes the recipe for a great marriage is a great recipe, and there are plenty of them coming out of the kitchen at Mystic Station. New to downtown Malden, Mystic Station is a neighborhood spot that's part casual dining and part local watering hole, where you'll always find owner Bryan Palazzolo working the room with a smile.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? Good to see you.
While his wife Nicole was back in the kitchen performing her culinary magic. And while this couple loves owning the place together, they're happy their roles in the restaurant keep them in separate spaces.
Well, the best part is that he's the front of the house and I'm the back of the house, so we don't have to see each other if we don't need to, but we definitely enjoy it and we work great together.
And while Bryan certainly adores his wife's cooking, he'd prefer to keep it to himself.
Owning a bar and a restaurant has been very difficult for me, only because of the simple fact that I have to share my wife's cooking with everyone.
The Mystic Station menu is filled with comfort food, like a meatball recipe passed down from Nicole's grandmother, a towering turkey club, and huge plates of gold and crispy beer-battered fish and chips. Then there's Nicole's take on the grilled cheese, loaded up with spicy buffalo chicken, which was a combination that certainly made Bryan skeptical.
I have to give all the credit to my wife. She said buffalo chicken grilled cheese, and I was like, no way, what are you talking about? And then we made it. It's sourdough bread, 3 kinds of cheeses. She puts American, cheddar, crumbled blue cheese. We shave the chicken and marinate with our buffalo sauce, and then we put it on the griddle. It has a nice crisp outside. It's oozing with cheese. It's absolutely phenomenal, and I tasted it for the first time. I was like, oh my God, I'm still gonna have my foot in my mouth. And then of course, it's like our biggest seller. Everybody absolutely loves it.
Buffalo chicken also comes in dip form as a smoldering hot skillet stuffed with a blend of cheeses and spicy chicken.
When it comes to the table, it looks awesome and it's piping hot. So you can literally see the cheese bubbling off. You get a scoop of chicken in every bite. It's just loaded with flavor. Not too spicy, but it's got a little kick to it.
And if you prefer your chicken on the bone, order some of Mystic Station's Absolute Fire Wings. These garlicky, peppery wings are amped up with the addition of Absolute vodka. But don't worry, all of that vodka is cooked off before they're served, much to Bryan's dismay.
I tried to convince them to not cook it off so that there was alcohol going out in every wings, but then, you know, we'd end up with everybody having a little bit too much fun with them.
The burger menu features half-pound patties topped with everything from cheddar, chili, and Fritos to the eye-popping bacon cheddar burger finished with something Bryan and Nicole called frazzled onions. But what exactly is a frazzled onion?
Frazzled, you're like crazy, like, oh.
Frazzled, you think nice and crispy and crunchy.
It's my wife's terminology. She actually came up with it.
Frazzled, lightly fried maybe.
I think it's perfect description for them because frazzled, first of all, they're fried, so they're kind of frazzled, and they're like little crazy stringy onions, so they're frazzled. Yeah, I think it's like a perfect description.
Mystic Station specialty burgers can also be ordered in slider form, so customers can get all the taste of the full-size version without all the commitment.
We actually let you choose from our bigger burgers. You can have 3 smaller options in order to taste our bigger burgers.
You'll definitely want a full serving of the Mystic Station steak tips. They're great just on the plate, but even better sliced up and served on a baguette as one of the best steak and cheese subs you've ever tasted.
We shave our steak in-house out of our steak tip meat that's lightly marinated. We load it up with cheese and put it in a beautiful baguette, which I didn't even know what a baguette was until my wife had to tell me. It's the long stick bread.
When it comes to dessert, there's only one dish you need to know: the Bacon Beer Sundae. This simple sweet showcases vanilla ice cream, a syrup made from cherries and Belgian beer, and big pieces of crispy bacon. And while the majority of the menu was designed by Nicole, Bryan actually gets credit for this dish.
I rarely come up with good ideas. From time to time, they happen. And I think I hit the nail on the head with this one.
Well, you got beer, you got bacon, you got ice cream. What's better than that for dessert?
And for this couple, nothing is sweeter than at the end of the evening when the customers have cleared out and they can share a quiet moment after another great night at Mystic Station.
Being able to sit down at the end of the day and having a beer with my wife and just saying like, oh yeah, we're doing it. We did it. We're living our dream. You know what I mean?